Hi, Los Vivo. My name is Zach Williams from ADP.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I brought my business card in today if you want to exchange.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. And I also just wanted to confirm that we're here for 20 minutes today, like we said on the phone.
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
All right, great. I actually did a little bit of research on you before I came in here, and I found out that you're a big Mets fan.
Yes, sir. I am. My uncle actually pitched for them in the '70s.
Wow, that's really cool. Did you ever play with anybody famous?
Yogi Berra was their pitching coach at the time. I got some pictures of it.
That's really awesome. He's a legend, and I'm a big baseball fan, so that's really cool.
Who's your team?
I'm a big Cubs fan, so the last couple of years has been good, but I think that 2 years ago when y'all beat us, it was really heartbreaking for me.
Yeah, it was a good year for us.
I think we got the last laugh.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you like to do in your spare time?
I like to go fishing.
Where do you like to fish at?
Percy Priest or Tim's Ford.
Okay.
My spots.
Percy Priest is my favorite. Catch a lot of fish there.
Yes, you do.
Yep. Well, before we get started, is there anybody else that's going to be with us today, or is this going to be it?
I believe it's just us two for today.
Okay. The goal for today is for me to tell you a little bit more about ADP and what we can offer you as a company.
That sounds great.
But before we do that, I'd like to ask you a question on how you got your company started.
All right. It's a good story. My wife and I, we started a garden in our backyard. Grew all sorts of vegetables and stuff. And then we had a party at our house. We decided to make our own salsa.
Yeah.
And everybody at the party loved it. It was a huge hit. And we thought, hey, we're good at this. We might be able to make a little bit of money off of it. And we started selling it and making it to the local stores. And it kind of grew regionally. And now it's just growing a lot.
That's really great that you can make something so small and expand it into something so big and something that's so widely liked, because it's my favorite salsa for sure.
Oh, we'd love to hear that.
Yeah. And if you don't mind me asking, how does your payroll work exactly? And do y'all have any problems with time cards or missing time cards or anything of that nature?
Well, actually, it's more of a manual system, and Effie basically has to do everything on her own on a week-to-week basis. And we actually have some problems with our time clock messing up. It's starting to become somewhat of a nuisance.
Well, that's not something that we like to hear. Something that you definitely don't want to become normal around the office. Is there anything else that's gone wrong regarding payroll besides that?
Well, during our complicated process, we had an employee that was supposed to have child support withheld from their check. It was our first situation with that, so it took us a while to figure out how to make some of that work in our system. They lived outside of our country, so it was a little bit of a struggle to figure out the system. Mm-hmm. And we were delayed. We were delayed in those withholdings. Then we were audited and fined for not having the proper withholdings. It was a big learning curve for us.
Yeah, that does not sound like it was a good experience. If you don't mind me asking, how much were you fined for those withholdings?
Sure, of course. We were actually fined $3,000, and it kind of set us back, and it wasn't really very good for our company at all.
Does not sound like it. But what if I were to tell you that with ADP, we offer a couple of services that could actually benefit where you're hurting in those aspects? We actually offer around-the-clock customer service 24/7. If you ever need anything, you can call our guys and they'll answer your question. And it's a little bit more inclined than the manual system that y'all are using now.
That sounds perfect, and something that I think I'd be interested in learning more about.
All right, well, that sounds great, and it was good to meet with you today.
You too.